Hey guys, welcome to the channel today. I'm glad y'all could join me today, and today I'm real excited about what we're doing. Today we're talking ceramic cookers. Are you in the market for a ceramic cooker? Because I'm about to give you guys a comprehensible review on a ceramic cooker I have right now. So if you're in the market, this video is going to be for you. If you're interested in ceramic cookers at all, this is going to be for you. So I hope you guys will stick around, come back for this review. I know you're going to love it. Hey guys, I'm Cliff here at TeeWay Eatz Barbecue Treats, and again, man, I just want to thank y'all for joining me today. Real excited about this. I love doing review videos. If you've ever tuned into my channel, you've seen a couple of the reviews. Maybe you've seen a couple of the reviews I've done. Like I've done one on the Pit Boss, and I've done a walkthrough on the Weber Kettle Deluxe, the Premium Deluxe. So those are really good. That Deluxe video is not really a review, it's more of just kind of walkthrough. I'm going to review that one at a later date for you guys, but this Kamado Joe Classic is what we're going to be looking at today. So we're looking at the Kamado Joe Classic, the one. I just kind of want to give you guys an overall overview of the grill. I'm not going to give you my thoughts on it till the very end of this video, so if you just want to know what my thoughts were, just go ahead and fast forward to the very end of this video. I hope you'll watch the whole thing, especially if you're in the market for a Kamado Joe. But I'm going to give it an unbiased review. This is about the 15 or 16 month mark for me, so I feel like I can give you guys a really good review on this cooker. We're going to go through all the parts. I'm going to take the thing apart. I'm going to show you guys with everything in it, and then I'm going to show you guys with everything outside of it. And we're just going to kind of walk around this thing and do a good review on it. It's Memorial Day, so we're doing this on Memorial Day, and I just want to thank everybody out there for their service. I'm a vet, and I just want to thank everybody. I don't really like it when people thank me for my service, but all those vets who gave their all, I just want to thank you guys for everything you've done, because you gave me the opportunity to be able to sit at home today to do this video, so and gave you guys the opportunity to sit there to watch this video. So I just want to thank anybody who's had a veteran or a military service member that lost their life. I just want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I served with a lot of great people, some real heroes. I don't consider myself one, so thank you guys for your service and everything you've done and the sacrifice that you've given to your family. So without further ado, guys, we're going to go over to the grill. I'm going to get this review going because that's really what y'all want to see today. So let's get on over to that grill and we'll show you what we got going on. Alright guys, so here's the Kamado Joe. First off, I'm going to tell you, I bought a cover for it. This cover is awesome. At my old house, I had coverage. I actually had coverage. Here I don't, but at my old house, even with my coverage, I still invested in this cover. And a lot of guys are like, I'm not paying $80 for that cover. I'm going to tell you, I've had it for about 15, 16 months, I think, about right now. Cover's still solid, man. And it actually sits out in the sun. This is my new house, and it sits out in the sun 24/7. And I mean, as you can see, yeah, it's faded a little bit, but this cover's solid. I paid $70 for this cover. I think I got it 10% off because I went to Lowe's. I got this Kamado Joe and this cover at Lowe's. And if you're a veteran or you military, you get you 10%. So I'll go over what I paid for this grill at the very end of this video. But this was an awesome deal. I mean, when I went to Lowe's, great deal. If you're going to get this grill, I highly suggest you get a cover for it. A lot of guys are like, no, it's ceramic. It's tough. It's built to be made outside. Maybe so, man. But when you're going to pour... you guys are going to pour hundreds of dollars into your investment, you don't want to just let it sit outside. That's how I feel. Maybe you guys will feel different, but my feeling is you don't just let your investment sit out in the weather and ruin. So my feeling was a $70 cover, no big deal, man. Just go ahead and buy the $70 cover. Cover your investment. Take care of your investment, because I want this to last me very many years. Some of you will argue with me that it's ceramic, it don't need it. But I like to protect my investment, so that's why I went ahead and got this cover. And it's done a good job. It's protected it very, very well. So it's pretty sturdy. It's pretty thick. As you guys can see, it's not some flimsy junk. It's actually a really good canvas cover. So I would highly suggest, if you're going to get this grill, get this cover, man. This is a good cover. And I just want to make it clear before this review, I'm not getting paid by anybody. I do this for fun. So if you're over there thinking I get all this kickback to tell you guys to buy these products, I don't. I'm a regular dad. If you've seen my channel, you know I say that all the time. I'm not an affiliate with anybody. I believe in these products. I love barbecuing. And that's why I kind of tell you, hey, if it's a decent product, I'm going to tell you it's a decent product. And I'm going to give you an honest review. And to me, this cover is a great cover, man. So maybe some food for thought for you guys, that this may be something you want to look at definitely when you get your Kamado Joe. All right, let's move on to the grill itself. As you can see, I have the Classic. This is the Classic 1. They have this at Lowe's. You can get this anywhere. You can get it at Amazon. You can get it through barbecueguys.com. You can get it through the AtlantaGrillCompany.com and KamadoJoe.com. I mean, you can get these all over. But this is going to be your cheapest model to get. This is going to be for your budget guys. This is the budget guy. If you're looking to get in ceramic cooker and you don't want to spend that much, this is going to be the way to go, because this is going to be your cheapest entry level into the Kamado Joe world. You know, this is definitely going to be for you guys. Now, they have the Classic 2 out, and they've even got the Classic 3 out, but you're going to spend quite a bit more even for the Classic 2. It's a significant upgrade in price. And if you're like me, I was just looking to get into the game. I didn't know nothing about ceramics. I didn't know much except for what I saw on YouTube. And I didn't really see guys go extensively into a review on this thing. So that's why I'm wanting to bring this to you guys today, that are on the fence about this, that, you know, this is what you're looking at. So anyways, this is the outside. You got a cradle here that your ceramic sits in. That cradle's pretty awesome. I like it. The wheels lock on it right here. So if you unlock your wheels, you know, you can move it around. You know, I don't advise moving it around a whole lot just because it's ceramic. And ceramics are delicate. You can move it. It's not a big deal to move it. But just be careful if you're going to be moving this thing around. And then, you know, these are stainless steel. I like that. Actually, guys, don't let me lie to you. I don't know if that's stainless steel. It may be aluminum of some sort. I'm honestly not sure about that. So, again, in this review, I'm not going to lie to you about anything. But I think these are like a stainless steel or an aluminum. So, the wheels on it are pretty solid. I like these wheels. I mean, they're not cheap wheels. They're not plastic. They're good casting rolling wheels. You know, you got some bolts down here, some galvanized bolts that are in there, and the thing rolls really easy. It really does. So I like the cradle. A lot of guys don't like the cradle. I like it. Let's move on up though. Let's move on up to the side tables. And this is like a plastic. This is I think they call it an HDDP or some sort of plastic. But these hold up really well in the weather. I have had this sitting outside for over a year now. If it rains, and granted, when I do cooks, it does rain on my ceramic. So, you know, even though I got the cover, I still get weathered. It gets weathered. But these tables are awesome for the weather, for the sun. You can tell I've had this thing. They're dirty. Of course they're dirty. I use this thing all the time. I probably use this Kamado Joe sometimes 3 to 4 days a week. I don't even use my stove in the house. My wife barely cooks on my stove. Like, I mean, your wife's gonna love it. If you get one of these, your wife's gonna love it, man. But I just really love cooking on this thing. And I'm serious. I'm not even kidding you guys. I probably cook on this thing 3 to 4 times a week. And if I'm not cooking on this one, I'm cooking on one of my other cookers. So this thing gets extensively used. So my grill has been used, you know, it's been taken out to the shed and back, behind the shed, and beat into the ground and brought back around and beat some more. So I use my stuff. I use my toys. So, but I love these. These are not wood. The bad thing about wood ones is they get weathered. They crack. The sun fades them. These do not, and I love that about this. So, as we come up here to the top, this is your daisy wheel and your rain cap right here. But this is your daisy wheel, and I like this thing. I mean, it's cast iron. So don't need to season this. I hear a lot of guys asking, should I season it? No, from what I've seen, you don't need to season it. If you want to, season it, man. If you really feel like you got to season it, you can season it. But everything I've seen in videos, and if you watch John Setzler, he does a lot of reviews and stuff and talks about this Kamado Joe. he talks about seasoning that. You don't have to season it. I mean, like I said, I've had it for 15, 16 months, and I've never had to season that. So you got your dome thermometer right here. This thing is actually pretty accurate from what I've seen. You know, you can calibrate this thing, and when you get your Kamado Joe, there's an actual manual that tells you how to calibrate this, and you also have YouTube videos out there that show you. But you basically put this in a pot of boiling water, and in the videos, I don't have a video out on that, but there's a screw on there to help you calibrate this thing and lock it in. And I've seen that it's pretty accurate. I use an external thermometer that I put in there, and the temps are pretty close. You know, I get a great temp, but then this temp's always going to be different because it's higher up in the dome. So, but I find that it's pretty accurate. I mean, I found that to be true. So, but other than that, guys, that's pretty much the outside of your unit here. You got this plastic handle. This thing's awesome too. Thing's just pretty solid on the outside. Let's come around and look at the hinge real quick. Like this hinge, this is what kind of keeps it up. And I'm gonna lift that up for you guys so you guys can kind of see how that works. I mean, it's not a spring loaded. You have to actually pick it up. You have to pick it up. So the newer Kamado Joes, they actually have a spring in there that kind of helps you. And I'm getting rained on here, guys, so I may have to cut the video short here for a second. And if I have to do that, that's fine. We'll just come back. Of course, it's going to rain when I start doing my video. It was sunny when I came out here. But we're going to keep rocking right now while it's just coming down just a little bit. But that is it. That's the outside of your unit. You got your vent down here. Sorry, guys, I keep forgetting little things. This is your air vent for the bottom. And this is your ash catcher. That catches your ash, and I still got a little bit of ash in there. But if you've ever used any kind of barbecue grill, you always have a top vent and usually a lower vent that control your temperatures inside the ceramic. So now, after I've said it 3 times, that was it. I'm pretty sure that's it on the outside. I just want to make sure I give you guys everything, so you have everything you need to make an informed decision on whether you want to go with this grill or not. And I don't want to leave anything out. So let's go ahead and go into the inside. One more thing I forgot to show you guys. You have these little hooks here, and you have them on both tables. You got them on both sides of the table, and that's to hang your tools. And I can show you guys here in just a second what that looks like. Let's go ahead and open it up. And like, you can use any kind of tool you got to hang it right there. And I love that. I love that little feature. It's something so simple, so little, and you guys are probably like, whatever. But it's cool when you're out here cooking, man. I mean, you need all the hands-free space you can get. And I'm a nerd, man. I like the little things. Like, the little things mean more to me than sometimes the huge things. So that's just a free thing for me to hang my tools on. Any kind of tools I got, and keep it off my space here if I need to use these tables. Alright guys, so let's move into the inside. So on the inside, you've got these stainless steel grates. I mean, these are pretty solid. Granted, when you get these, they're much cleaner than this. These are pretty nasty looking, but keep in mind, I cook on these things all the time, and I've been cooking on them religiously for about 16 months. So that's what you get. If you use your stuff, you're gonna get it dirty. So these are your grates. This is what you call your accessory rack. I love this little rack, and I'm going to show you guys what the advantages to using this thing is in just a second. And then you've got your divide and conquer system. That's what they call this. This whole setup right here is the divide and conquer. And this is what, to me, sets this grill apart from some of your others. Granted, a lot of your other cookers are coming out with something similar to this. But I love this divide and conquer. I love that you can separate things. You can smoke on one side and do searing on the other. So we'll talk more about that here in just a second. These are your deflector plates. These come from Kamado Joe. But what Kamado Joe does is they give you a 3-year warranty on these things. So when you register your grill, I've cracked one already. And one thing I will say about Kamado Joe is they stand behind it. Like, sometimes it takes a little time to get your warranty claim in. It might take a couple weeks sometimes, but they'll get you your stuff. And that's what I like about it. And it's really as easy as going in, uploading your receipt when you do your warranty stuff. You upload it into their system through their website. And anytime you have an issue, you just email them, give them your name, your address. I think they ask for your phone number. They'll look up your stuff, they have it already on file, and you show them a picture of what's been damaged, and boom, they'll mail you another one out. So these deflector plates, I hear all the time guys have issues with them. One thing I have noticed is don't try to clean these with a scraper. Don't take them out of a really hot grill and set them on a cold surface. Vice versa, don't take them off a really cold surface and set them into a 800-degree grill. I mean, those are things that'll break them real fast. And if you talk to a lot of other guys, they'll tell you the same thing. A lot of other Kamado Joe users and a lot of ceramic guys that use these will tell you the same thing. Try not to fluctuate those temperatures too much. If you cook in there in your grill and it's 800 degrees, leave them in there. Just keep them in there. Let the grill come down temp. Let the deflector plates come down with it, and just leave them alone. Don't take a scraper. Don't try to scrape them. You know, don't take a brush. You know, like those wire brushes that have the scraper on the end? That's what I did, and that's how I broke mine. I took my scraper. I was trying to get some bits of junk off like this. And just don't do it, man, because you'll end up breaking them. But you do have that 3-year warranty if you do break them. And that's really nice to know that you do have that 3-year warranty, because these things can get quite expensive. I think these are like $50 or $60 for a set. So you definitely want to try to take care of your stuff. Let's go ahead and take these out real quick. And I'm going to show you the inside of this thing. So this is your divide and conquer. We're going to go ahead and set that on the side. And I'm going to show you all this on the ground as well. This is your grate where your ashes drop through. Okay. This is your ash catcher. We kind of showed you that on the outside of the grill when we were talking about it. But what happens is this sits here. You put your charcoal all in here and you fill it up. And your charcoal ashes and it falls through. And your air comes up through the bottom and up through the top, and that's how your temperatures are regulated. So one thing I know about this grate is you don't want to put little bits of charcoal in there. If you do a cook, you definitely want to clean those little bits out and put your big charcoal down on the bottom and put your little bits on top, because you want that stuff to all flow through. They also have a thing called a kick ash basket you guys may be interested in. They claim it's better than this. I have not used it, but they claim it has really good airflow through it. You don't get bits that block up your grate like on this one can do, and they claim it's like 10 times better. I don't know, guys. I never used it. That might be something I invest in later, and I might have to do a review on that as well. But another thing, let's move inside again. I want to show you guys, and I'm going to pull this out and show it to you better, are these panels, these ceramic panels. Okay, these come out in pieces. In the old Kamado Joes, they had one firebox, and that's what this is. This is considered your firebox. And if you broke that firebox, you were out, man. You were completely out. Like, you had to order a whole new firebox, or you had to do a claim on the firebox if it wasn't your fault. And you're kind of crap out of luck, man, till you could get a new one. Well, with these panels, they made it a lot cheaper. So if you do break one, yeah, you're crap out of luck. You probably won't be able to cook. But you don't have to pay for a whole new firebox. And to me, I'm a budget guy, so that's really important to me, man, that, you know, you don't have to come out for the whole firebox. You just got to come out one of these panels. You know, to me, that was kind of a smart thing that Kamado Joe did, you know. And if you had to, you might could still cook. You might could make it work till you got your panel. I've seen guys do some rigs and stuff, so you might could still make it work. And this little round thing right here is what holds these panels together. This kind of holds them together. I'll show you guys that here when I start to take it out. This right here is your felt gasket. Now on the newer Kamado Joes, they have a metal gasket, but that's on like the Classic 2 and up. They started doing that. I don't have an issue with the felt gasket. Some guys do. Some guys don't like it. I've had to replace it, and that's one main reason people don't like it. Is I had to replace mine already. About a year in, I had to replace it. So I just replaced it about a month ago. And I don't mind it. It wasn't hard to do. It seals in real good. But that may be something that deters you if you got to replace that every year. That might be one of those things that you're like, I don't want to replace that every year. I'd rather just go ahead and get the metal one or get the upgraded one. If it's worth that extra couple $100 to you to do that, then do that. Not a big deal to me. It took me like 30 minutes to do both sides. It was a $10 gasket off Amazon. You can Google or you go on Amazon and just put felt gasket for ceramic grill, and it'll bring you all kinds of gaskets back. But that's what I do every, if they wear out, that's what I had to do with the last one. We'll see how long this one lasts. Hopefully, maybe it'll last me longer. I don't know. Let's go ahead and take this thing apart and I'll show you guys. So this is that ring I was telling you about, guys, about. And see, it holds these together. As you can see now, they've separated. Okay, so I'm gonna set that down. And you don't want to bend that, because if you bend that, it won't hold your ceramic tiles in place, this firebox in place. So don't bend it. You don't want to alter that at all, because you want it to be able to hold these ceramics in place. But here's the pieces I was talking to you guys about. And I think I just broke a piece off of there. That sure did just break when I was doing that. Well, guys, be careful. I just pulled it out like normal and it just kind of broke off on me. So hopefully that doesn't mess up the integrity of this, but I just really wanted to show you guys these panels here. I'm gonna be really careful with them. Yeah, that's not cool at all. I might have to try to glue that back. Here you go. There's another panel. And just be really careful. I'm a pretty careful guy. I take care of my stuff, so I definitely don't try to break my stuff. We'll go ahead and get all those on the ground there. All right, let's pull this last one out. I may have to do a claim on this. I have a feeling I will. It's just a little piece that I broke off there, but it definitely just snapped right off. All right, let's set that down. All right, here's the grate. And this is like a little ceramic piece. It's a round piece that your grate sits on top of for your ash catcher. Basically, it's just the housing for your ash catcher. Let's go ahead and pull it out. And again, we're gonna be super careful. And I just wanted to show you guys the inside. And I just cleaned this thing out not long ago. As you can see, I don't have a lot of ash in there. But that's basically what you're looking at. And about every 6 months, you're gonna want to take all this stuff out and you're gonna want to clean inside. I think Kamado Joe recommends that you clean it at least twice a year. So about every 6 months, and it depends how much you use it. If you don't use it that much, you probably don't have to clean it out that much. But if you're using it like I'm using it, 3 days a week, 4 days a week sometimes, you're gonna want to use it, or you're gonna want to clean it out that twice a year. But as you can see, my ceramic is well used. It's well coated with charcoal, and I smoke in this thing, grilling it all the time. So that's what you're looking at on the inside. And again, with the Classic, this is an 18.5 inch grill. And what that means is, on your grates here, when your grates are in here, you only have 18.5 inches of grilling space. This may not be a big enough grill for you. If you're looking for something 20-something inches, this may not be a big grill for you. Like, I have a Weber kettle also, and it's a 22.5, and I can get more on it than I can get on this. So we'll talk more about that at the end, the dimensions and stuff, and my feelings on that. But yeah, if you're looking for something with more space, you may want to consider the Big Joe or something like that. All right, guys, we're gonna get this put back together, and we'll come back to you guys and we'll talk a little bit more about the configurations you can do in here, and then we'll finish this video up for you guys. All right, guys, we got everything put back into the grill, and one thing I just wanted to kind of talk to y'all about is when you go to clean this thing, you're gonna want to have you a good little shop vac. And I got a little shop vac here. I just wanted to show y'all. Definitely not promoting this. This is just something I got on Black Friday. I think I got it from Lowe's as well. Actually, this is a Home Depot. I think Home Depot sells Husky. So I think I got it for 10 bucks at like Black Friday, and all I do is I use it to clean all my grills out, really, just because it's portable, it's easy to handle. So get you a good little shop vac, don't matter what kind it is, just as long as it vacuums the ash out. And I went ahead and vacuumed everything out. We got all of our stuff put back in. That little chip that we had earlier, I did put some JB Weld on it. I'm gonna file a claim with Kamado Joe on that. Sorry about that, guys. I hope that doesn't change your mind about this grill at all, because it shouldn't. It was a small chip, and it's something that I probably can do a warranty claim on. And but everything's going back. It went back together fine. I can still rock and roll the way it is. Doesn't affect the cook at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of show you guys the configurations of this thing and what I do. So this is your divide and conquer. And what I do, say I'm gonna do some ribs. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll take my deflector plates. Some guys will argue. They'll argue and say you should put them in the higher position, you should put them in the lower position. I'll tell you what, man, I haven't noticed that one does drastically better than the other. But I tried in different positions. I think that I've had a little bit more success in the way my ribs have come out and stuff on the higher position. But I'm not saying the lower position won't do it. It could be bunches of variables as to why that happens. Play with it. If you get this grill, play with it. Find out what works best for you. But this would be my plates in the lower position. And then say I didn't want to do it in the lower position, I can take these out. And I know you guys are probably like, why are you doing it? But I just want to kind of show you guys what you're looking at setup wise, so you have an idea. So if I wanted to do my plates in a higher position, I can use this accessory rack. See if I can get this thing on here. Okay, there we go. So this would be my higher position. Normally, you know, the lower position's down here, but this little rack allows you to raise them up a little bit. And you could use this due to you're using a lot more charcoal. You're filling your box up more. You maybe want to raise these plates up so the charcoal's not like right underneath the plates, and you want to get a little bit more in your firebox. Several reasons you might want to use this. But this would be your higher position. So another thing I do too with this accessory rack, and it's really cool, is I will put it up here sometimes in my very highest position, and I will do pizzas. And what I do is I put my deflector plates on here, and I put teas on here, and I put a pizza stone up here. Check out my other videos if you're interested in pizzas. I go over the setups and stuff. I go over how to make pizza dough. I go through that whole spiel. That's not what this video is about, but I just kind of want to show you that's what I use this accessory rack for sometimes, is to raise my stones up to the very top and then put my teas to put my pizzas to get them up higher in the grill. So go check those videos out. Not going to go too much into that. Another thing that Kamado Joe has out that you could use this rack for is a wok. A wok will sit right in here for a pan or something, and it's got several little uses. This little accessory metal piece right here just has several little uses that you can use for it. So let's go on to something else here. Let's go look at maybe a different configuration. Say you want to do some smoking on one side or some indirect cooking on one side, but you want to do steak, or you want to do a sear on a steak. So what you would do is you could set up in the lower position like that, and you could do your indirect stuff over here. So say you want to do a reverse sear, you would put them over here, get them up to temp, and then you come over here to this side, have your coals have this directly over your hot, screaming hot coals, and you can sear here. And you could eat, you know, this is about as low as you can get this grate, but you say you get a 600, 700 degree fire over here, indirect, boom, right over. You get a great sear on this thing. This grill does a great sear. I have some steak cooks out showing me doing some reverse sears on some strips and some ribeyes. So go check those videos out if you're interested in steaks. But love that you have the versatility to do indirect and direct. That's what makes this grill, in my opinion, sets it apart sometimes. And like I said, a lot of grills are going to this. Not just Kamado Joe. There's other grills out there that are doing this, but I love the versatility. And the one thing about this Kamado Joe is it's so versatile. And in my closing remarks, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit more on that, what I believe in the versatility of this grill. You know, and that's pretty much the gist of the inside, guys. I do want to tell you guys, you have 18.5 inches. Let me see where my tape measure is. Let me grab my tape measure real fast, guys. And I want to show you, just so you guys know, Kamado Joe boasts this as an 18.5 inch grill. And where they get those dimensions from is they get them from grate, the cooking grate space. As you can see, 18.5 to the very edge, from edge to edge. And it's the same thing coming this way. You have 18.5 inches. Yep, 18, it's pretty close, maybe a 18, let's see. So my tape's showing about 18.25 there, but roughly you got 18.5 inches of grilling space, and that's where they get this from. So guys, that's pretty much the gist of this grill on the outside, the inside. And when we go over this conclusion, my final thoughts on this thing, I'm gonna give you guys a couple more specs and some things you might want to think about if you're looking at this grill. And I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it overall. And hopefully this will help you make an informed decision if you're in the market for a ceramic cooker right now, or if you're just interested in this cooker at all. And we'll go over some prices too of what these are going for right now. I'll see you guys at the closing remarks. Alright guys, my final thoughts on this thing. Before I give you my final thoughts, I just wanted to kind of go over, there were two tools that I didn't go over with you, and I kind of want to recap what comes with this grill so you know. I know I was jumping kind of around, and sorry about that. I really just want you guys to know what the bones of this grill are and what you're getting when you pay for this thing. So what you get with the grill out of the box is you get this ash tool. This helps you when you're trying to scrape your all your coals at the bottom to get them to fall through that grate at the bottom. This comes with the grill. This is actually really handy, and I use this with my Weber kettle as well. I have a Weber kettle, and I actually use this with my Weber kettle also. This is a really good little tool, man. I have a lot of uses for it. You get a grate gripper. I didn't talk about this. This is so you can pick your hot grates up. You can even pick deflector plates up with this, but I highly advise against it because you have so much pressure on that plate, on that deflector plate, and you can easily crack it or break it. So if you use it, be careful, man. I've seen guys on YouTube use this as a steak flipper. I've seen guys use this as a screwdriver. Don't do that, man. Just use it as your grate gripper. I wouldn't do that. You certainly can do those things with it, but it's meant to be just for your grates. And if you want to take care of your stuff, don't use it as a DIY tool around your house, or a steak flipper for that. You know. Also, you're gonna get, and you guys see me kind of glancing down. I'm looking at my cheat sheet here, so I don't forget to tell you guys anything. That accessory rack comes with it. The one where I showed you could put your pizza for pizzas, and you can put your deflector plates higher up in the grill. That comes with it. And then you get your deflector plates. That's basically bare bones of what comes with this grill. That's what you're going to get. Another thing you guys may be interested in, this thing's 188 pounds. So make sure, this is almost 200 pounds. And it's not so much that it's 200 pounds, but it's the bulkiness of this thing. You know, trying to lift this thing by yourself is a nightmare. And granted, this is just the classic. The Big Joe is way heavier than this. So have somebody help you, man. Even if it's just one other person, have somebody grab the other side of it to help you get it in that cradle. I can't stress enough how important that is. When I went to Lowe's, the guys at Lowe's helped me load it up. And thank God my wife helped me kind of get it out. We both were able to get it. And at 188 pounds, it's not that hard for two people to kind of get it out or whatever. So make sure you have help. Again, it's 18.5 inches across. This may not be big enough for you. And the reason I'm saying that is because now almost a year and a half later, I kind of almost wish I would have went with the Big Joe. I don't hate that I got the Classic, but sometimes when I'm putting stuff on there, I'm like, man, it's just not enough room for what I want to do. Like, sometimes I want to do multiple things on there, and I really can't. I have multiple grills now, so that helps. I can put stuff on other grills. But if you're looking to do huge packer briskets, you're wanting to do like tons of ribs and 3, 4, 5 pork butts at the same time, maybe you are, maybe you're not, then this grill is not going to be for you. It's not going to be a grill that you're wanting if you're hosting tons of parties. You're having a huge gathering. Now, me and my wife and my kids, and I have 2 kids, it works for us. And like with ribs, you can buy that rib accessory thing, and you can kind of slide the ribs in there. You can get several. You can probably get 6 to 8 racks of ribs if you get that rib holder. I haven't never used the rib holder. I don't own that accessory, but I've seen other guys do it. So this grill is not going to be for somebody who's doing a ton of big group gathering cookings. But if you're doing just smaller stuff for you and just some immediate family, it'll be fine. It'll work for you. So keep that in mind. The Big Joe is 24 inches, and you say, you might think, well, that's only like 5.5 inches bigger, but that's a lot of cooking space. Granted, you can buy an extender rack to go on top of this grate to extend your cooking surface a little bit, and that'll help, with the Classic if that's the case. And the reason this may be for you, though, even though you do a lot of cooking, is price point. You may be on a budget, and right now at Lowe's it's $7.49. I was lucky enough last year when I bought this, I snagged this thing up for $600. It was the floor model. I'm a vet. I got my 10% off. So if you're a vet, you'll definitely get your 10% off of this thing. But I was lucky. I was able to get a little bit more, and I grabbed it for like just slightly over $600. And for me, that's a great value because $600 compared to the Classic 2 is $1,200, and I think the new Classic 3 is like $1,600. So keep that in mind, guys. Like $750, $11.99, $1,600. Like you're getting into some really high price points there, and it's just all about what you want to spend. Not saying Kamado Joe's not worth it, but if you're an entry-level ceramic person, you're wanting to just get into the ceramic game to see how you like it, you may want to consider this Classic 1. It does great food. I've heard people online dogging it that, oh, well, it's the old, the new stuff's out. Don't listen to that. This is a great grill. It's awesome. Now, why would I consider the Kamado Joe over any other ceramic? Kamado Joe point blank is a versatile cooker. Your green eggs, they're not as versatile. You got Primo, that's made here in the USA. In my opinion, they're not as versatile. I don't own any of those cookers, but do some research on the green egg, on the Primo, and on other cookers that are on the market right now, the Vision grills. The Kamado Joe has an accessory bundle abundance. You can add Jotisserie, you can add the Dojo, you can add the basket, Napoleon basket to your Jotisserie. There's so many different attachments that you can buy for this thing that, to me, make it a versatile cooker versus something else. Right now, the Jotisserie is probably my favorite attachment for this thing. It's my one go-to attachment, and you'll hear a lot of people say that that's an awesome attachment. It is an awesome attachment. So keep that in mind when you go to green egg. I think the Jotisserie will fit the green egg, but one of the biggest reasons I stuck it out with Kamado Joe is because they keep coming out with stuff too. On the newer models, they have what's called the slow roller. There's just a lot of different attachments out for this thing, and they continue to make more stuff. So I think going forward, Kamado Joe is the way to go because they continually add to their arsenal. So keep that in mind if you're looking at the green egg and stuff. Not bashing the green egg. The value to me is not there in the green egg. You pay extra for your side tables, you pay extra for your cart, you pay extra for everything. And with Kamado Joe, everything comes boom, it comes standard. And your green egg in price is way higher than what you're going to pay for a Kamado Joe by the end of it. So go for the value, man. I think you guys know what way I'm leaning with this thing. Would I buy this cooker again? Abso-freaking-lutely. This cooker is awesome. I cook some amazing food on it. It was my second smoker. It smokes meats amazing. This cooker to me is an awesome cooker. And if you're wanting to get in the ceramic game, I suggest you go with this cooker. I would totally buy it again 10 times over. I do think the Big Joe and the newest, the Big Joe 3, are freaking ridiculously priced. But I think if you're trying to get entry level, you totally need to look at this Classic. Other than that, guys, that's really what I got on this review. Love this grill. I hope that this will help you make a decision, an informed decision, if you're really kind of on the fence about stuff. You know, do your research. Check the other cookers out. Go look at the Green Egg. Go look at the Primo. I will tell you the Kamado Joe is made in China. Some people don't like that. They think that that's horrible, that it's made in China. Primo is made in the USA, so that may be something you want to keep. You want to go through a USA company, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, the Green Egg's made in Mexico, so you might want to keep that, all those factors in the back of your mind when you're trying to make this decision. But to me, the Kamado Joe is the way to go, man. It's the value is there, even though it's made in China. It's just for your buck, for your bang for your buck. And me being a family man, a backyard barbecuer, a dad who does this on the weekends, I don't think you can go wrong with this cooker. I think this is the way, you know, if you can go with this one, go with it and try it out, you know. But other than that, guys, I hope you like this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about this video. Let me know what you thought about this review. Did you like the review? Did you hate the review? Did you think I was way off basis here? Again, I tried to bring you this with plenty of knowledge on this thing. I've been using this for over a year now, and I tried to bring y'all all the info that I could to help you make an informed decision. If you like what we're doing, give us a thumbs up. Let us know how we're doing. That really allows me to know going forward if the content I'm doing and these reviews I'm doing, if you guys are really enjoying it or you're not. Totally helps me, and I hope this helps you. This is what this video is about. It's to help my audience. It's to help my subscribers. It's to help just a general person viewing this video make an informed decision. And there aren't a lot of guys that go in depth on the review of this Kamado Joe, and that's really why I wanted to do this video today. Consider subscribing. Hit that notification bell. We've always got new videos coming out, so consider subscribing to our channel. We're always coming out with new reviews. I'll be doing reviews on some other attachments for this, like the Joe Tisserie I'm going to be doing a review on. We'll probably do a review on a couple other products for this Kamado Joe, some other accessories that I don't have yet but I plan on getting. So definitely stay tuned for those videos. Check me out on Instagram. Check me out on Facebook at TeeWay Eats Barbecue Treats. Message me on there if you have questions. If you have any questions regarding this grill, feel free to reach out to me. And again, guys, it's Memorial Day. Thank you to all our vets. Thank you to all our heroes. You're the reason we're getting to do what we're doing today. I'm getting ready to fire my grill up and do some food, and you're the reason I get to do that today. So I appreciate you guys for everything you've done and everything you're going to do. So again, guys, I hope y'all have a good one. Check out my next video. There will be a video showing up here somewhere. Go on, check some more of my videos out. You know, they have a lot of cooking videos. Go ahead and check them out. So, till next time, guys, this is Cliff with TeeWay Eats Barbecue Treats. We'll see y'all on the next one.